Paris Saint-Germain will play in the 2023-24 Champions League semi-finals thanks to a mesmerizing 4-1 triumph over 10-man Barcelona in a chaotic quarter-final second leg, which sealed a 6-4 aggregate success. Coming into the second leg with a 3-2 advantage from their victory in the French capital, the La Liga champions extended their chasm early doors through Raphinha, but what followed can only be described as a calamitous implosion from Xavi's side. After losing Ronald Araujo to a first-half red card, Barcelona were powerless to quell a barrage of attacks from Luis Enrique's team, as Ousmane Dembélé and Raphinha struck before a Kylian Mbappe double kept the visitors' dreams of a long-awaited maiden European title live. As Dembélé felt the wrath of the home crowd, his successor, Lamine Yamal, felt the love from the Blaugrana faithful, as with 12 minutes gone, the 16-year-old acted as the architect for Barca's first strike of the evening. Squaring up to the intimidating Nuno Mendes out wide, Yamal beat the Portuguese fullback Hollins up with a neat shift out to the byline before cutting back for the arriving Raphinha, who directed the ball into the net via his shin. However, Enrique's men received a huge leg up from referee Istvan Kovacs in the 29th minute, as Ronald Araujo clipped the surging Bradley Barcola from behind as the Frenchman burst into the box and took the walk of shame for his troubles. The contact took place just outside the Barcelona area, but Kovacs did not hesitate to brandish the red card for the Uruguayan defender, whose fierce protestations that Pau Cubarsí was covering on the other side fell on deaf ears as Barcelona went down to 10. The recalled Barcola whipped in a terrific low ball from the left, which Mbappe could not connect with, but Barca's public enemy number 1 Dembélé was ready and waiting at the back post to fire home into the roof of the net. Mbappe and Martinez were both booked for a fracas in the aftermath, and Dembélé nearly burned more bridges with the home crowd in the 3rd minute of added time, side-footing a volley just wide of the far post before the half-time whistle arrived for beleaguered Barcelona. Normal service resumed at the start of the second period, where Fabian Ruiz was the next to send a strike a whisker wide in the 52nd minute, but his midfield colleague Raphinha made no mistake just 2 moments later. A short corner routine was worked out to the Portuguese midfielder, who was invited to shoot as Barcelona failed to close him down, and he punished the hosts with a narrow 20-yard strike into the far corner. The 44-year-old's rage meter would not have decreased on the hour mark, as João Cancelo's nonsensical challenge from behind on Dembélé saw referee Kovacs immediately point to the spot. Mbappe's postage stamp strike was out of Marc-André ter Stegen's reach as PSG went ahead on aggregate. There was still some life in the dumbstruck Barcelona, whose talisman Robert Lewandowski was thwarted by a strong low save from Gianluigi Donnarumma in the 73rd minute, before an amazing intervention from all-time appearance-maker Marquinhos prevented Ferran Torres from poking in the rebound. However, there was no way through an inspired PSG backline, and the final nail was hammered into the Barcelona coffin in the 89th minute, where a Parisian counter-attack ended with ter Stegen producing 2 fine saves from Mbappe and Marco Asensio, but a sliced Jules Koundé clearance fell kindly for the former to crash home the clincher at the near post. Devastated Barcelona fans began to head for the exits as ter Stegen's strong injury time save denied Mbappe his hat-trick, but there was no stealing the PSG thunder, as the overjoyed French champions set up an intriguing semi-final showdown with Borussia Dortmund owing to the German side's own stunning turnaround against Atletico Madrid. As for the Spanish champions, Tuesday's agonizing loss marked their first reverse since Xavi announced his decision to step down as head coach, and things do not get any easier for La Blaugrana, who now have Sunday's El Clásico with Real Madrid to prepare for.